Hi, I'm Cheryl Loken, and I am currently the physics teacher here at Humphreys High School. I'm also the AP chemistry teacher. As a chemistry teacher, I teach chemistry here at Humphreys High. So pretty much I teach whatever the curriculum is. So some of the things that I teach is I teach about the periodic table, teach about different elements, compounds, mixtures, but more importantly, is teaching in teaching chemistry is making sure the students understand how this applies to their daily life, like how it relates to the real world. Like how does chemistry work in the home, in your home? How does chemistry apply to things like the clothes you wear, the food you eat, the perfume you use, the soap you use, the detergent that you use at home, even the medicine that you take, because pharmaceutics is all chemistry. So I always try to relate chemistry to the real world, um, so students can see how it applies to their life, and hopefully that means that they'll take an interest in the subject. How is chemistry used in being a chemistry teacher? Well, to be a chemistry teacher, you have to at first have a degree in chemistry. At a minimum, you have to have a bachelor's, either a bachelor's of arts or a bachelor's of science. But most chemistry teachers have a bachelor of science because that requires taking a few extra credit hours as well as taking a certain number of labs. That it's important. So during that time, you learn lab procedures, safety, and all the things you need to do to make sure that you're keeping students safe when they're in your classroom. But overall, it relates to chemistry because you have to have a degree in chemistry and learn all the things about chemicals to be a chemistry teacher. Okay, so work location is here at the high school. Um, Dressing is casual. I don't wear suits or anything like that. I just wear casual clothes. Dressing, working condition is fine. I'm working with students. Um, the only hazards that comes with working as a chemistry teacher is like when you're doing labs, because you have to work with chemicals, and with those chemicals, you always have to be aware of, you know, the toxicity of the chemical, if it can harm a student or not, and making sure that, you're using diluted samples or low concentration, and that the students understand what to do and what not to do. But other than that, there are no great danger in being a chemistry teacher, other than, being aware of the chemicals that are involved in the curriculum. So training, um, to be a chemistry teacher, first and foremost, you need to have a degree in chemistry, and it needs to be from a reputable university. Um, it can be from a degree mill. So my degree is from the University of Florida. That's where I went to school as an undergrad to get my Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Then after that, you have to take like education classes that teaches you how to work with students, and some of the classes are like classes that teaches you about discipline. It teaches you about how to teach, teaches you about like differentiation, like how to meet all the students that you have needs, because there's so many different needs that students have when they're in the classroom. um, it teaches you about lab safety, and yeah, so those are some of the things that you have to do. But first and foremost, you have to have a degree in chemistry to become a chemistry teacher. At least you have to have a bachelor's. If you are certified in another science like biology, then you can have like a minor in chemistry, which is usually about 20 credit hours of classes, and still teach chemistry if you already certified in another area like anatomy or biology or physics or something else. Um, So working for the range of my salary in Dodia is great, but that is because I work for the Department of Defense schools. In other states, the salary range from as low as maybe 26, $30,000 a year to, depending on the state, like Dodia, um, 85, $90,000 a year. So it depends on the state. When I first started teaching back in 1995, I remember my first year's salary was $26,600. And I thought that wasn't a lot of money. But now that I've been teaching in Dodia for 17 years, I do make a lot more than that now. The demand is always great for a chemistry teacher. Um, well, right now, with the way things are going, there's a demand for all teachers of all subjects, but for sure, chemistry teacher, like even right now here at the school, with Miss Johnson leaving, they will be looking for a new chemistry teacher, chemistry physics teacher. So right there, that's a demand. But all over the United States, Canada, even Jamaica, where my family is, they're forever looking for science teachers. So if you get a degree in chemistry and decide to become a chemistry teacher, you will not be out of a job because there's always a demand for teachers, especially the teachers in the sciences.